Chapter 3: The Water Pearls. Part 1. The children followed the map given by Aquaia and headed west, where the coral maze awaited them. The sparkling path of the Shimmerstones led them through a kaleidoscopic underwater realm. Colorful corals reached upward, and exotic fish slithered through the labyrinthine passages. After a while, the children reached the entrance of the coral maze. Mia looked at the map and said,
"According to the map, the light pearls should be somewhere in the labyrinth. Let's be careful and work together to find them."
The coral maze was a fascinating but confusing place. The children navigated through narrow passages and entwined tunnels, always mindful not to lose their orientation. The glowing shimmerstones helped them find the right path, while the colorful corals emitted a magical light. Suddenly, they discovered an open space with 3 giant, shimmering shells. Each shell seemed to radiate a mysterious aura. The children realized that this could be the place where the first light pearl was hidden. Emma, the creative dreamer, suggested,
"Maybe we need to solve a task or a puzzle to find the light pearl. Let's examine the shells more closely."
The children began to explore the shells, noticing that each of them had an engraving. The engravings seemed to form a pattern, and Mia recognized it as some kind of code. Mia said,
"This is surely the key to opening the shell and finding the light pearl. Let's decipher the code together."
Upon closer inspection, the children noticed that each shell had a tiny inscription, revealing itself to be a puzzle. The inscriptions read,
"In the silence of the ocean lies the answer to your questions. What is always there but never seen? The depths of the sea hold secrets. What creature is as old as time and preserves the wisdom of the seas? In the dance of the waves, the keys to the truth are hidden. What rises high above the waves to show the way?"
Together, they pondered over the puzzles until Emma suddenly exclaimed excitedly,
"I've got it. The answers are silence, turtle, and lighthouse."
After Emma solved the puzzle and spoke the words, the shells opened with a creaking sound. A wild whirlpool erupted from them. Once the waves settled, the children joyfully glimpsed the radiant light pearl. With the light pearl safely in their hands, they headed north, where the Shimmering Grotto Sea awaited them. The path of the Shimmerstones led them through breathtaking underwater landscapes. They passed majestic rock formations reflecting the light of the Shimmerstones and encountered a variety of sea creatures living in the caves and crevices. They reached the Shimmering Grotto Sea, and before them stretched sparkling caves filled with vibrant light. The shimmerstones on the walls of the caves gleamed, turning the surroundings into a fascinating display of colors. Aquaia, the guardian of the lake, emerged from the deep waters and greeted the children.
"You have found the first light pearl, that's wonderful. Now, the Shimmering Grotto Sea awaits you, a region full of puzzles and secrets. Here, you will find the second light pearl, but the challenges are greater. Be vigilant and trust in your teamwork."
With Aquaia's words in mind, the children ventured into the Shimmering Grotto Sea. The labyrinth of caves and passages was more complex than anything they had experienced before. The Shimmerstones guided the way, but the puzzles that awaited them were more demanding. Suddenly, they heard a soft, melodic hum coming from the walls of the caves. The children exchanged glances and followed the mysterious sound, leading them to a special place. There, a shimmering jellyfish awaited them, emitting gentle tones. The jellyfish smiled and said,
"Welcome to the Shimmering Grotto Sea, adventurers of the Land of Shimmerstones. Here, you will need to demonstrate your skill and intuition to find the light pearl. Solve my puzzles and follow the sound to reach your goal."
The shimmering jellyfish, surrounded by soft colors, floated in front of the children and began to pose the puzzle.
"In the sounds of the ocean, the paths to your goal are hidden. Listen to the melody echoing from the cave walls and find the right harmony."
The children, determined and full of anticipation, began to unravel the puzzles of the Shimmering Grotto Sea and follow the melodic hum of the jellyfish. Each step brought them closer to the second light pearl. They listened attentively and discovered that the caves were filled with a soft but melodic hum. Each passage seemed to have its own musical key, and the Shimmerstones pulsated in harmony with the music. It was evident that the solution to the puzzle was connected to the right musical harmony. Laura, the musical talent of the group, closed her eyes and listened intensely to the melody echoing through the caves. With a concentrated expression, she began to hum softly, trying to mimic the tones of the surroundings. The other children watched her with anticipation as Laura explored the sounds. Finally, after repeating a certain melody, they felt a secret cave opening. A beam of light led the way to a hidden chamber where the second light pearl glowed.
You did it, Laura. Your musical talent guided us.
Exclaimed Tim excitedly. Laura, with a radiant smile, said,
The caves have their own melody, and I tried to blend into it. Music is the language of this place, and it showed us the solution.
The children took the second light pearl into their possession and thanked the shimmering jellyfish before heading to the radiant sand garden in the east.